LA This Week.
San Pedro's annual tree lighting brings the promise of a multi-million-dollar makeover for this port community in the new year. I'm Gil Reyes with details next.
The Toluca Lake Holiday Open House brings a little tree lighting, a little Santa, and lots of holiday cheer. I'm Anna Marcos, and we'll have all the Christmassy goings-on coming up.
Retiring City Council President Herb Wesson takes a look back.
When we were together, that we could do anything.
Hey everyone, I'm Yana Kay. Here's what's happening on LA This Week. Nothing brings neighbors together better than a bike ride in the community. Well, that's the goal behind CicLAvia, a series of biking events that gets folks out of their cars and onto their bikes. We joined Councilmember Bob Blumenfield for the final event of the year in the western San Fernando Valley.
We're riding our bikes all the way to Reseda. It's a 11-mile ride, so come on, join us. It's cold, but it's so much fun.
This is CicLAvia in the Valley, the first time CicLAvia has ever been in the valley west of the 405.
You have grandparents with their grandkids, and everybody, the whole family gets the opportunity to enjoy the streets and have a good time together.
Bikers, walkers, skateboarders, roller skaters, any way you want to move. It's closed to cars, and it's a way for folks to see Sherman Way and see the valley in a way that they've never seen it before.
Places that you may never have noticed when you drove by. But my hope is as you go by, you're going to look and say, hey, I didn't know there was that hardware store. I'm going to go check that out.
There's a group of us that ride all the CicLAvias. Here's Kamish, she's one of our riders, and we every time we have one, we come out.
It's about health and happiness.
LAPD unveils a new restraint tool. The mayor announces a new streetlight competition, and city leaders move forward with the creation of a racial equity office. All this in City Beat. The LA City Council approved an initiative calling for an Office of Racial Equity in the city of LA. The office would work to eliminate structural barriers and ensure opportunity and resources are fairly and justly distributed.
It is time for government to recognize the root causes of these issues and do our job to try to correct it.
We're working on creating a space where everyone has a fair and equal shot at success and reaching their full potential.
In Elysian Park, LAPD demonstrated the use of the Bolo Wrap, a new law enforcement remote restraint device that discharges an 8-foot tether that could be used to restrain a person safely.
This is meant for individuals that are standing. As to the girth or the width of the legs, we believe that the length of the cord is such that in the circumstances in which we'll deal with this, that will be effective with any type of restraint around the legs that this will offer.
Agencies across the United States are looking for a different way of dealing with those people in crisis, those people in a mental health crisis. And so this product came to market about 2 years ago, bringing it to police agencies across the United States as a different way of dealing with people in crisis, not hurting them, but rather restraining them.
A one-of-a-kind competition is underway called LA Lights the Way, where applicants are to create a new standard street light for the city. The competition runs until January 10th of 2020 and includes $70,000 to the overall winner. San Pedro brightens up the holidays with its annual tree lighting ceremony. As Gil Reyes reports, the event also shines a light on improvement plans for this port community in the new year and beyond.
There was snow on the ground and a visit from Santa Claus. But the topper of the evening at San Pedro's Pepper Tree Plaza was the lighting of its 40-foot-tall holiday tree. That's Councilman Joe Buscaino riding high on an LAFD fire truck ladder, placing the star on top and waiting for the countdown.
Harbor here in San Pedro and throughout Council District 15. This is one of 5 holiday tree lighting ceremonies in my district. And it's great. It's beautiful because we know we're bringing families together.
Pete Botica, a lifelong resident of San Pedro, brought his family.
This is very much a Union port town, and many generations worked here in the port in some fashion, whether it be longshoring or the canneries or the fishing or the oil refineries or whatnot. A lot of people raise their families here. Plenty of people bringing their kids here to enjoy the cookies and hot chocolate, the Santa sounds, and yeah, good times, and the weather is perfect.
Students from Bandini Street Elementary School also performed.
When we have events like this, it's great to meet all your neighbors in the community.
And as beautiful as this plaza looks right now with the lights all aglow, just you wait, because plans are in the works to turn this plaza into a world-class European piazza with family-friendly events like tonight's every weekend.
The city is partnering with the local nonprofit, the Little Italy Los Angeles Association, to maximize this space here.
The piazza is expected to be completed within 2 years. Meanwhile, construction of the nearby San Pedro Public Market, Town Square, and Promenade are all expected to begin in the new year.
To do more of these types of events. And when you see families come together, children laughing, singing, all walks of life coming down here, that's the true joy of the holiday spirit here in San Pedro and throughout my district.
Aw, how cute were those kids. Meanwhile, over on the seaside, the 57th annual LA Harbor Float Parade made a splash as boats adorned with all sorts of decorations set sail through the port. And like every year, the sparkling lights were a big hit.
This is our 57th boat parade. It's a tradition that, again, started 57 years ago. This is the start of the holidays here for the harbor.
I love the boat parade. I've been here for 12 years. It's great, and it's a great start to Christmas.
You know what? I do this every year. Unfortunately, I have not had a boat in 2 years, but I was here for 18 years as a boat owner, and I just can't give it up.
It's mainly boaters that volunteer in their boats to light them up and go out there and have a good time.
My favorite boat was the one that just passed by. Wasn't that nice? All that work that they put in that boat. Wow, and the lighting.
The 2 tall ships are great, you know, they do a great job.
They actually start right after Thanksgiving. We see them come down and you see a lot of people putting a lot of lights on their boats. It's a lot of work, and I'm glad that they're doing it for us so we can enjoy it.
They've done a great job. It was enjoyable. Love it.
The people that don't know about the parade, hopefully now they know about it, and they come and join us the first Saturday of December of next year.
I love all those beautiful lights. By the way, this year's theme was Holiday Miracles. It all started many years ago with a holiday party at a small florist shop. Since then, the Toluca Lake Holiday Open House has grown and taken over the street. Still, the Chamber of Commerce event manages to maintain its homey roots. Anna Marcos takes in the sights.
We're here at the Toluca Lake Holiday Open House, and who do we see first but Santa? And unlike some of the kids coming here, we don't need toys. All I need is a selfie with Santa. Some of the kids, however, are not content with just a picture.
What do you want to ask Santa?
What do you want to ask? These things in here.
Yes, some have such a long list of toys they want, they don't know where to start.
It says a play and
ABC magnets.
ABC magnets.
And the list goes on.
I love candy canes most of all. and unicorns. I'm showing a water unicorn for Christmas.
Wow, you want a water unicorn for Christmas? Yeah? What is a water unicorn?
It's a swimming unicorn. It swims.
What was your kid's reaction to Santa?
This one didn't scream, so that's always good.
The Toluca Lake Holiday Open House really means it when it opens the house. In fact, it opens up the entire street along Riverside Drive. Shops and businesses get in the Christmas spirit, offering all kinds of holiday goodies, discounts, and freebies. Fried donuts, now that's one way to load up on holiday cheer.
Come visit us. We have everything from soup to nuts.
This is one of the nuts.
Here's my nut.
And if you do a little window shopping, who's going to complain? Especially when there's a Christmas toy train chugging its way around the jewelry.
We are thanking our community for the shopping they do here all year long. So we like to show our support to them as well.
I've been doing this for the past, I think, 17 years now, and it's just been a joy to see everybody get together and just come together and have fun.
This is just sort of a piece of the soul of America every year, and I just love it. I love people's attitude.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Merry Christmas, Don. You did a great job.
Even though it's put on by the Chamber of Commerce and local businesses, it's still a community thing.
We're here with my family, Carmen and Diego, and my wife Veronica, and we're here to see Santa and enjoy the evening.
Toluca Lake has a very homey, old-fashioned, small-town kind of feeling, and we love it here.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Merry Midnight, everybody.
Yes, it's going to be one of those homey holidays, at least in this part of Toluca Lake.
Nothing better than seeing all that excitement on those kids' faces. And there were even more smiles and giddiness over in Granada Hills as community members also flipped their Christmas tree switch.
2, 1, do it!
This tree lighting really represents something for our neighborhood. You know, people come out, and we really just have a moment to celebrate before the holidays. And so, rain or shine, the event was still going to go on because it brings us all together right before the holidays. And so we always look forward to it.
Don't you forget. It's a great time of the year, and we always celebrate Christmas already, so it's a great start of the holidays.
I think it's fun. I think it's perfect. I wish it was snow. They should do fake snow next time.
No. I came here with some friends, and we just enjoyed it so much.
It's a chance to really come together with community, with neighborhoods, with family. It's a chance to really connect.
And as you can see here at Channel 35, we can't get enough of Christmas tree lightings in the city, so we headed out to Pacoima to check out their holiday celebration.
You just sat with Santa, right? What did you ask Santa for?
I asked him for a Polaroid and an iPhone.
Yeah?
And arts and crafts.
Do you have a lot of people to call and text and message and stuff like that? Do you need the phone? Yeah, you're busy, huh? Okay.
I can take pictures of Santa.
You took a picture with Santa? Did you talk to Santa?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right.
Tonight is our third annual Christmas tree lighting here in Pacoima, and I'm just so proud to help shepherd in the holiday spirit here in our neighborhood. This kind of tree and this kind of event never typically happened in neighborhoods like ours. As someone who grew up here, we never had anything like this. So as a kid at heart, I love bringing this type of event together and seeing all these kids super happy to visit with Santa Claus and have some hot cocoa and some free churros. It's a good time for everybody.
3, 2, 1, light the tree! Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy holidays!
And of course, the holidays wouldn't be complete without toys. And there was plenty of them for kids in Council District 1.
Look, we're very excited to be here today to spread a little bit of the holiday cheer. We've given away tens of thousands of toys over the years. We're very proud of it, but we love the event.
Our role here today is to assist with Quesadilla, volunteer to help them, give back to the community. And we donated 400 toys to this event, but we're also participating in helping this event go smooth.
Oh, Merry Christmas! This is such a fabulous event. Being here and seeing all these fabulous kids in LA is amazing.
Okay, so we have a winner.
Enjoy those toys. Over in Mar Vista, it wasn't a holiday event, but it did bring the community together for some music and local art.
I was approached by my partner of Art Walk, now Lenore French, whose parent company, GCI, Green Communications Initiative, their main purpose is for us to walk more and to drive less. And what better way to do that is to have an art walk.
It was done in conjunction with the Great Streets Initiative, which is one of Mayor Garcetti's original campaign promises back in the very beginning of his tenure.
Here in Mar Vista, we had a great energy coming from artists. However, it didn't have a keel. It didn't have a spearhead to where it was all going in one direction. I think Art Walk did that because it gave a lot of artists not only the courage, but also the support system to come out and be able to exhibit and share their art form with the community.
Mar Vista is a great location, close to Venice Beach, and there's a lot of people interested in art and buying art, so I think it's a great opportunity for art as an artist.
Who doesn't love music and art? And if you're trying to get people out of their cars and walking the streets of our neighborhood and enjoying the neighborhood and having a great time at the same time, an art walk is the perfect way to do that.
He's been the face of the LA City Council for nearly a decade, and now the charismatic council president Herb Wesson is embarking on a new chapter in his career. Anita Bennett sat down with Mr. Wesson for a look back at his accomplishments. Hey, Anita.
That's right, Yana. Council President Wesson is stepping down after 8 years. In our conversation, he reflected on some of the key legislation over the years and making history as the council's first African-American leader.
My name is Herb Wesson, and I am the president of the Los Angeles City Council.
Herb Wesson has broken barriers, championed causes such as raising LA's minimum wage to $15 an hour, and taken steps to confront the city's homelessness crisis. Now, after 8 years as City Council president, he's stepping down. In terms of the past 8 years, what have been some of the things that you're most proud of?
I'm very proud about the unity that we brought on this council.
where we felt for 8 years that when we were together, that we could do anything, that when we were together, we could do more. We've, I think, kind of changed the course of history, not just in the city of Los Angeles, but throughout this country. When President Obama called on the states to take up the charge to raise the minimum wage, that we didn't wait on the state and the city of Los Angeles. We were the largest city in this country to do that.
On a quiet afternoon in his district office, Wesson reflected on key legislation passed during his tenure.
Criminal justice reform. We were one of the first major cities to ban the box that you'd have to check out that indicated that you had some form of a criminal record. This country was built on the belief of second chances, so we want to do everything that we can to help individuals get second chances.
After President Trump was elected, LA created a $10 million legal defense fund for undocumented residents facing deportation.
What we want to do in the city of Los Angeles is protect all of our residents. And it's more important to a number of us. You know, what kind of neighbor are you going to be? What kind of American citizen are your children going to be? Not what kind of documents you happen to have in your back pocket or in your drawer.
Meanwhile, on the transportation front, LAX is undergoing major changes.
When you look at the billions of dollars that's being spent at the airport, we were fortunate enough to somehow bring in a phenomenal general manager in Deborah Flint, who not only has helped us through these very challenging times, but also she created pathways for minorities and people of color to get contracts to participate in this huge expansion.
And while transportation is important, many Angelenos say homelessness is the city's most pressing issue.
There's so many reasons, different reasons why people are on the street. That means it's going to take so many remedies that we have to come up with to try to deal with it. And one of the things that, again, talking about being proud of, is a motion that I introduced where we would take government-owned property and use that to build affordable housing in a city where affordable housing isn't the biggest need.
You've been very open. Homelessness touches home with you. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's important for everybody to know that homelessness can strike anyone. My family has been dealing with a personal crisis where it relates to my older son, who has spent a significant amount of time on the street, who has been incarcerated. And we have a great family and a loving family, and he was afforded the opportunity to do things that a lot of children would envy. But that did not spare him from suffering from depression. It did not spare him from being bipolar. It did not spare him for, unfortunately, becoming addicted to crack cocaine. And so we as a family, in conversations with him, decided that if we were to tell Los Angeles, look, this is what we're going through, then other people will feel more comfortable in highlighting the various issues that they have to deal with in life.
Homelessness is something Wesson says he'll continue to address when he leaves the city council next year, not only in his family, but also as a public servant. And Wesson says his family is looking forward to the future.
Thanks, Anita. The council recently voted unanimously for Nuri Martinez to succeed Wesson. Her new role becomes effective on January 5th. If you love art, don't miss this graffiti and mural tour. Enjoy some karaoke that's out of this world, and find some unique holiday gifts at a craft show. All this in Things to Do. LA Arts Tours would like to take you on an Arts District graffiti and mural tour. Follow a curated route that gets you up close and personal with urban artwork of every kind imaginable. The tour includes traditional and modern graffiti styles, building face-fine art murals, secret urban sculptures, and more. Best of all, you'll experience it all with the actual artists. Take the whole family for a walk on the artsy side with the Arts District Graffiti and Mural Tour. For more info or event dates, visit laarttours.com/graffiti tour. Have you ever wondered if a human sings into the cosmos, does anyone hear them sing? If so, then this is the song spot for you. Scum and Villainy Cantina presents Cosmic Karaoke, the place to sing your heart out no matter which galaxy you're from. Meet up with fellow crooners of all species in this awesome Star Wars decor. Cosmic Karaoke lifts off with your favorite tunes Thursday, December 19th, beginning at 8 p.m. For more info, visit scumandvillainy.cantina.com. The Grand Central Market downtown Los Angeles has opened its basement to artists and fleas. At Artists and Fleas Craft Show, you'll find makers of all sorts, tastemakers, experienced creators, designers, collectors, and curators. So mark your calendar for the weekend of December 21st through 22nd and check out the fine works of culinary, craft, and design art at the Artists and Fleas Craft Show, happening from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more info, visit artistsandfleas.com. And that's a look at some things to do. That's it for this edition. I'm Yana Kay. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitv.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more of LA This Week.